Battlefield 1 released October 21st with some pretty positive reviews. Titanfall 2, on the other hand, is releasing just a week later with also pretty positive reviews. It begs the question, what's in store for Battlefield 1? Hey everybody, welcome to Dramatic Impressions. Titanfall 1 came out last year with a lot of hype. It's no Man's Sky, just to be clear. There were no over-the-top features, but there was a change of pace in terms of the multiplayer arena scene. Mechs versus mechs? Who wouldn't love that concept? Titanfall 1 was promised as a game changer, and it honestly was. Features of that game even ended up showing up in Call of Duty. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not praising Titanfall or anything, there were some issues. In order to even get a game going nowadays, for example, is practically impossible. Respawn Entertainment, though, decided to change things up for Titanfall 2. They realized that the game needed to be more engaging, more features, tweaks here and there. Battlefield 1, on the other hand, man, Battlefield in general at this point. I was a die-hard fan of Bad Company 2. I must have played the single and the multiplayer for hours on end. It was a great game, in my opinion, with a great story. Battlefield 1 had a lot of hype for it, even more so than Infinite Warfare, if you catch my drift. Battlefield 1 is supposed to be a change from the cookie-cutter, modern, and future stuff we've come so accustomed to, for good reason. The setting is supposed to be World War I. Not true to life World War I for gameplay reasons, but hey, what are you gonna do? As for the gameplay to Battlefield 1, people were expecting authenticity, at least to a degree, because it's still a game. All the hype for that game now has been a majority of players on each team choosing the Scout class, especially newer players. You really have to wonder why, but honestly, I feel like it's pretty obvious. When going into the game, people were expecting bolt-action rifles. That's what all the hype for the game was in the first place. Instead, you're given pretty much the same Battlefield with a complete reskin. I really have to wonder, why was there so much hesitation from EA to go forward with this new, innovative direction? Because they're brave. According to EA CFO Blake Jorgensen, World War I, we were worried that many of the younger consumers out there didn't know that there was a World War II or Vietnam, so World War I? He went on and said, I think that people don't understand about World War I is the technology shift that went on during the war. Here's the thing. If you compare Battlefield 4 and 1, it feels like all that was updated was the graphics. It almost feels like Star Wars Battlefront all over again. Sure, the guns are different in terms of looks, but gameplay-wise, it's pretty much the same thing with everyone running around with machine guns or people in tanks getting top player in every match. But enough of the rant. What about the game's future? It's certainly no Overwatch. I honestly don't understand this idea about paid DLC maps. Battlefield 4 is rampant with it, so unless you dish out some of that hard-earned cash of yours, good luck trying to find a server with a game type you want. I have to seriously praise Titanfall 2 though for coming out and saying no paid maps. I don't mind microtransactions as long as it's cosmetic. If it means the game keeps getting updated and supported, then by all means, man, have at it. Battlefield 4, on the other hand, is dead with admin support. It's pretty much just automated. It's now become a running joke, having hackers in each Battlefield game. It's become like this way of life for people that stick with the game. That's sad. That's awful. That's something a company the size of EA needs to address. If Blizzard can deal with it, then so can you. In terms of the player base though, you really have to ask, will there even be any players a year from now? And honestly, I'm already hearing about people getting their fix of the game and moving on. Hackers won't fix this issue, they'll even make it worse. With games like Overwatch touting over 20 million purchases and growing even after 5 months of release, and Titanfall 2 coming out and looking out for what's best to keep their community alive, the Battlefield franchise needs to change. Hell, even Call of Duty is trying something new, whether or not people like it or not. That being said, let me know what you guys think. Will there be a player base a month or two, maybe even more from now? How about the authenticity of the game? Do you feel like the hype was well deserved? Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!